What's up, YouTube? It's Credit Guy Frank here coming to you today with yet again another video. All right, y'all already know how I do it. I get straight to it, but first, I like to always let you guys know to comment, like, subscribe, man. If you think this video right here is gonna give you value, or at any point in time in this video, man, you found some value, definitely comment, level up right now, man. And let me know what you think. Also, let me know what you think other future videos should be, things like that. Today, I want to talk to y'all about what I would do if I had to start from scratch right here today, 2025. And also, I'm going to drop 5 different places that you can go to right now to build your personal credit. All right. Y'all already know how important personal credit is, especially when it comes to businesses and things like that. Although everybody knows that I show you exactly how to build a business, whether you got bad credit or not. So it really doesn't matter. But I still want to let it be known that when you do have positive or great personal credit, which you can do intentional, right? You can take it to the next level no matter what. It only expedites the process. All right. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, if I was starting from scratch today, right, I would literally follow all of these steps that I'm about to give you right now. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what it is that you're doing. You definitely want to follow these simple strategies, and it's not a lot at all, guys. So look, check this out. The first thing that I would do, right, is I would, number one, okay, as always, I would look at my credit. That's the first thing I would do. In any industry, all right, if you want to scale, you want to grow. Now, giving value or selling a product or things like that, yes, that makes money. All right, but money is cool, but without a foundation, the money really don't matter. All right, if you making money, that's fine. But if you, like, once you start spending the money that you're making, what you gonna fall back on? You need cash flowing things, like multiple things around you. Like really everything around you need to be cash flowing. Everything. All right. It doesn't make sense to have a home if you can't never cash flow on it. All right. A lot of people be like, oh yeah, I got a house. Da, 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 da. Okay. What are you doing with it? Paying the mortgage until it goes to zero. Then what? Then you still got to pay taxes. You still got to pay, or they're going to take it. So you don't even have nothing. All right. Unless you create it. So you got to be very intentional with what you're doing. And these are things that we think that are ours. Right. But how is your business yours if it's not producing cash flow? If you just spending money or you doing it, you don't have nothing. It's not an asset. All right. So I'm going to show you guys how you should be thinking no matter what your industry is. All right. So the first thing I will always do, of course, I'm Credit Guy Frank. I'm going to look at my credit because I understand that credit is going to be able to take me from point A to point Z really fast. Okay, I'm going to see if I have any negatives on my credit. If I have negatives, of course, I'm going to get those negatives deleted. Okay, now when it comes to getting negatives deleted, you need to learn that process. All right, I don't care if it seems like a lot. I don't care. That's why it's good to have mentors, but you need to learn that process because once you understand how to operate through credit, you really understand how to operate through business as well. A lot of things go hand in hand. Right? Because credit is the kind of thing that it's like you don't really want to do it, but you know you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you wake up and you got to go to work or you got to deal with this client or you got to do this or you got to do that and you just know it's going to be a pain and you don't really want to do it, but you got to do it. You feel me? So it's just one of those things and all of those things are rewarding at the end. You feel me? It doesn't matter how you feel about it. So get down on that. All right? Understand how to clean credit. Get with a mentor, do whatever it is that you need to do so that you can rinse and repeat that process, not just for you, but for your family, your mother, your brother, your sister, your girl, your man's, whoever it is. Understand that process for you and the people that you love around you. That's number one. All right. Number two, I will be very intentional when it comes to building my credit as well. Now, a lot of people think that you can't add positives while deleting negatives, and that's just simply not true. The two has nothing to do with one another. All right. So you can definitely add positives as well as deleting those negatives. And like I said, I'm going to have at least 5 accounts below, right? Because I'm going to try to give y'all the most game, the most value as I can while leading you as close to the money as possible. All right. With this channel, it's so much on here. The only thing I'm not doing on the channel is doing it for you. But like, I'm leading you as close as possible to what you need to be doing, guys, each and every time, right? So check out those 5 accounts that you can add to your personal credit, and understand that credit works in a mysterious way. Meaning, if you add 3 to 5 new accounts, because your average credit history will have 3 or 5 new 1-month accounts, it could drop your credit score for a small amount of time. But once you have 3 consecutive payments, remember what I always say about the 90-day rule. Once you have 3 consecutive payments on that, then you will see it start to shoot up drastically. All right. So just go through that process. It's all good. Pay that little money. You feel me? And watch your credit go up. All right. Now, this is essential when it comes to operating your business and when you want to expedite that process. All right. Now, when I jump on the business side, all right, I want to make sure that I got everything, of course, structured properly. You feel me? I want to make sure my phone number is right. I want to make sure my email is right. I want to make sure I got a nice website that I got from Fiverr. I want to make sure I got a nice brick and mortar building. All right. I will go to Regis or Opius or something like that, and I will make sure that I'm paying a good amount of money for a business or a brick and mortar business in my area that makes sense for my business. All right. So when somebody look me up, they ain't looking up something like my address, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is public information. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're structured correctly, because when a bank see this, they want to make sure, like, okay, is this a business or is this a person transitioning to operate as a business, or is it a full-fledged business? You want to always look like a full-fledged business. All right. Now, of course, I would add trade lines and all that good stuff, but this is not really necessarily about business right now. Well, this is not necessarily about going into the details on how to build a business to where it's a standalone. Just know it can be done. And if anything that you need, you can always contact me, or you can contact any other mentor that you know for a fact that knows what they're talking about. I ain't talking about somebody who's vaguely giving you certain plays. Somebody that you know that's down on it, right? So find somebody like that you can get that information from. Personal credit, business credit, personal coaching. I got a masterclass. I got a partnership program. It's a lot of different things that I offer, guys. And it entails any and everything. All right. I'm into a lot of different spaces, not just credit. I'm into real estate. I'm into crypto. I'm into selling products. It's a lot of different things that I got going on that I intentionally do not show you guys, because once you all contact me, or once you're in my loop, then I like to surprise people with that, right? This is a one-stop shop. All right. And for those who know me, y'all know, y'all already know, right? And I made a lot of millionaires already. I made a lot of 100,000aires already, a whole lot of them, right? But the problem, or not really a problem, because I really don't care, because I don't care about the credit. But the thing is, a lot of people will make a lot of money off of me and then act like it came from them, or act like that they've been on that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. You know, people are extremely weird. They think that if they give somebody their props, you know what I'm saying, and it lowers them. So, you know, be aware and be prepared for things like that, because it goes into what I'm going to also tell you guys to do also. You feel me? So don't be so egotistical to where you think that you deserve all the credit, but at the same time, don't be naive enough to not understand how much value you've placed into the world, when, where, and how and what they were talking about at that time, right? Because nobody was on what I'm on, and I know that for a fact. Okay, so understand that, get over it, and then just let's continue. All right, I'm saying it to you because it will happen to you in the future, because you will be successful, and that's just how people treat success, right? And I'm also saying it to me because I also constantly remind myself that I ain't nobody special. I stay humble as well. All right, so it's cool, it's all good, but still don't forget the facts, because people try to allow you or let you forget the facts, or try to finesse you into forgetting the facts, right? So I would then, after that, like I was saying, I would build my business intentionally to where I don't necessarily need my personal credit, right? So, but I will still use my personal credit. Now, what does that look like? Each business is built to where you don't need your personal credit. Once you understand that process and how to do that, you can duplicate that process. So you can have 3, 4, 5 businesses. Doesn't matter if you're going to operate every last one of them right there at this moment or not, okay? Because after that, what you want to do is you want to double back After you got your shields, let's say three. All right? I got three businesses. They all got, a good amount of money behind them. They're all funded, things like that. Now I know I got good personal credit, so I'm going to double back and I'm going to start building my personal credit intentionally. Right? And I don't even need it. But you want to make sure that you have money behind you because you don't want to be coming or going into no opportunities to where you can't afford the things that you need for your business. So I'm taking this broad because maybe you want a tractor trailer, right? They cost a lot of money. Maybe you want just a cargo van, or maybe you want to buy venues. Maybe you want to buy real estate. It's so many different things that you want to do. So I'm going to talk to the people who think big because that's usually who I'm talking to anyway. All right. So I will make sure that that's good. I will build intentionally and I will make sure my personal credit is good. All right. Then this is the most important thing. Okay. Once I make sure that I got the money behind me to where I can look at anybody and guide them to where I can make you successful, quote unquote, financially, as long as you got a plan. But see, a lot of y'all got good plans. Y'all just ain't got the money, which is a problem because y'all are avoiding learning how to make the money. Because you're scared, right? And I get it, but it's a fear that you got to get over, especially if you come from where I come from, if you come from, like, you really don't even have real thoughts to being super successful when it comes to finances. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got big dreams, but when it comes to big money, you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of can make you feel uneasy if you're not used to it. So I get all of that, but you're going to have to overcome every single thing because new levels equals new devils. All right. And sometimes you are that devil that you got to get over. All right. Get out your head, get in the game. You feel me? So take your industry. OK, learn your industry from the to the T. Know where it came from. Know where it is right now and know where it's going in the future. All right. Like, you have to do real studying. I want you to study credit cleaning. I want you to study credit building. I want you to study business building. All right. When I say study, I don't want you to believe anything and everything that you hear just because it's in your face. That's not what I mean. What I mean is find 5 people, all right, or 3 people who is speaking on a particular subject and figure out with your own discernment. And if you don't have discernment, allow this to be a resource to where you can grow your discernment. Allow you to figure out, okay, what's what, to the point to where you need to be able to make sure like, oh, okay, well, I know all of this. I could teach people this. I know this. I could teach people this, right? Like, that's how much you need to be down on it. You know how you into something so much to where you can kind of telegraph like where it's going. All my sports players, y'all already know how this go. When you locked in a gym or when you locked on the football field, you can kind of already like, okay, I seen this formation before. I know how to play this, right? That's how it is. It's just simple repetition. You know what I'm saying? You just repetition with the money. You know what I mean? Which is something that you want to be repetitive about. You feel me? Like, it's just mandatory. All right. It's 2025. Now, I will understand my industry in that manner. You feel me? So if you take your industry, right, and you take your credit cleaning, your credit building, your business building, and you add that, there is not one person in your industry that you're not going to be able to impact continuously. Okay. So you want to be able to do that within your business. You want to have a business around bosses. All right. And you want over time for your employees or your, you know what I'm saying, colleagues or your partners, you want them to become a boss. Because let me tell you something. You think that you want everybody to rely on you until everything is relied upon you. It's not the best thing in the world. When somebody, every time they need to make money, they got to call you. Every time they want to do this, they got to call you. No, let them stand on their own 2 feet by giving them the knowledge. And if they're not accepting the knowledge, then they don't deserve your time anyway. They don't deserve to even be around you like that. Unless they want to specifically and only particularly work for you. Other than that, ain't no in between. You ain't working for me. You ain't trying to get this knowledge. You're not needed. That's period. And that go for anybody. That go for your girl. That go for your wife. That go for your husband. That go for your mom. That go for your dad. That go for your uncles. That go for anybody that think that they fed you at a point in time and you owe them. That go for anybody. because new levels is new devils. It is not your job to start your growth for anybody outside of you. All right. So if I had to start from scratch, vaguely, that's exactly what I would do. I would get down on credit cleaning. I will understand that. I will understand personal credit building. Don't forget that the 5 personal credit places or the personal things that you can put on your items is in the description as well. And I will get down on the business process. I will understand all of these things in whole. I will understand my industry in whole. And that way I will make it so that there is no way that I cannot be successful. And this is a process that can be duplicated over and over and over and over and over again. All right. If you don't want to do it this way, then you simply don't want to win. So you shouldn't even be watching till right now. All right. So if you made it all the way to the end of this video, drop that in the comments, man, saying I made it. I want y'all to flood these comments, man. I want y'all to flood them because y'all know the giveaway is coming at the end of the week.